you got to do, my dear?
He's recording the learning. He said he needed to record it because
Did you have a seat like you were asked to do?
that's what we told him that we weren't
You know, I want you to follow the directions that I told you.
Christmas tree.
See, this is what it was like it's been on here all day. It was safer.
So, we'll talk to Miss Taylor about that.
It's not really
Oh, don't you like the
No,
Yes, I like this.
awesome. Well, friends, I appreciate you coming in and having a seat quietly on the carpet as I heard you were asked to do. I know it's a little cold outside, and I know some of you have your jackets on, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what we're going to be doing today, or at least what all is going to be happening in your room. Now, I know that when you are in class and you're doing things that are related to reading, you rotate through stations and centers and all of that sort of thing, and you have groups. Well, that's still going to happen today, but things are going to be a little bit different. So I want you to make sure that you're really dialed in or tuned in to the listening because, well, obviously, I'm not Miss Stallworth, right? Okay. And, well, there's that. But also, I also want to make sure you understand the reason I'm doing this is so that I can see how learning happens. And it's going to challenge you a little bit because I'm going to make things different. Okay? So I want you to understand that I'm looking at me and I'm looking at you, but I'm not looking at, let's see, ooh, does Sarah behave? I hope so, because the expectation is that you all behave. But the expectation that I have for myself is that I give good information, and the expectation I have for you is that you do your best to try to understand the information I'm giving. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, so today, I know that you have normal groups, and I know that sometimes we move them around and shake them up a little bit. Today, I'm going to shake them up a little bit, okay? So your groups are going to change, and they're already back up on the board. Amari didn't make it, so we still won't have her. So we're going, instead of 5 groups, we're going to have 4, okay? And in our 4 groups, they're going to be either 4 or 5 people. That's going to depend on your group, okay? Now, if you look up here, I've got 4 different bubbles or clouds. And what those are for is those are the stations that you're going to work through today. I wanted to try to be as considerate of Ms. Stallworth's normal things such that I didn't mess up a whole lot of stuff. So I'm not using her center's bins, okay? I'm using my own. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool? Okay. So let me do my best to kind of show you what these things are. And then I'll tell you your group. I want you to know what everything is because you're going to do it all. Okay? But yes, all of them. But you're not probably going to, well, you can't go to all 4 places the first time, can you? No, you can't. All right? So the first group that I'm going to see is just going to be called See Mr. B. And we'll be working over there at the reading table, and we'll be working on a skill that I'm pretty confident you're going to do very well at. Okay? So when you show up there, all you're going to need is you and Mr. B. That's me. Another group is going to go fly a kite. Okay, not literally. But the center is in a yellow bin, and I'll show you what it is. You can take a little eye walk with me. Keep your bottom still, but take an eye walk with me. Back here, there's a yellow bin. Inside the yellow bin, there's a kite. Inside the yellow bin, there's also a baggie of words. Okay, it's going to be related to the things we're studying today, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. I've already laid out 5 for the first group. Your job, if you look up back up on the sign, it includes, what is that thing written in blue? What is it? It says glue, and I wrote it in blue. I don't know really if that was important or intentional, but I did that. So you're going to have the glue sticks back there. Please make sure to do what when you're done with the glue stick?
Put the top back on.
That's important because I want to make sure that we understand that we have to take care of our materials and be responsible and resourceful. The next group is going to go to Skyride. Okay, Skyride is going to be back on the computers. There are 5 computers back there. You'll notice that it says that there's a what color bin?
Purple.
And what do you need to bring with you to that?
A pencil.
Awesome. See, this is a smart group of kids, and I'm really excited to see what sorts of smart things you can do. Here is the purple bin. The first group, you don't have to worry about this because I've already laid the job out for you. Okay, it is at each of the computers. I recognize that 4 of the computers have headphones and 1 does not. If you happen to end up on the one that does not, can you be helpful to your classmates and keep your volume low? Because it will be a little bit noisy on the computer. Okay, and I'll explain to you what we're going to do once I finish this. The last center, or the last station that you're going to work on, is called Word Wizard. What color's the bin?
Blue.
What did I write here?
Yellow.
I'll explain that in a moment. What do you need to bring?
Pencil and books.
Right, so pencil and books. You should have a pencil with you. Be careful when you're traveling around with a pencil because they're sharp. Yo-yo is something I'm going to explain to you in a moment, okay? But here are the materials you need in the blue bin. It's a little piece of paper. That's all you'll need. And your pencil and the book. You may use a lap tray if you're respectful. They go over your lap or in front of your lap, but not under your lap, right?
You don't sit on it.
Correct. Thank you, Matthew, for recognizing where I was going with that. So I'll leave the blue bin here. You'll need to make sure you have a pencil and books. Now, let me explain what yo-yo is. It's 4 letters. It stands for 4 words. You on your own. So in that particular group, it should be pretty darn quiet, okay? And it's over here, and it's 4 or 5 kids using the space. Now, I was clever. What do you need, a pencil and what?
Books.
When you're full.
Where do you notice I'm standing?
In the library.
Okay, now, you can also use books from your bins, but please understand, whatever book you're using, you on your own. So it should be pretty quiet. The station back here, again, 4 out of 5 computers have headphones on it, and I'll give you one more look at what's going to happen back here. Basically, you can sit tall on your knees if you need to sneeze. I did that on purpose. And what we're going to do, on the computer back in. That's right. You're right. There it is. Let's use this one. TMES. Boom. All right. I pulled up Starfall. Oh, good. We do have a picture. On Starfall, there is a story, and it tells you which story to go through. There are 3 activities to do. They're all related to the stuff we're going to be working on today. Okay? And remember, it's stuff you've already done. So I feel like, or at least it's stuff you've had experience with. So I feel like you're going to be really like expert at it. Okay? Now, let me tell you who's the group and like where you're going first. What group is going to see Mr. B first? Group 4 is made up of Satya, China, Nyla, and Kristen. Okay? That's the group that's going to come to where first? And where will I be? Correct. I'm glad you recognize the ownership too. All right. Group 3 is going to go fly a kite. Raise your hand if you can remind me, where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Caleb, where? It is, what color is the bin?
Yellow.
Okay, it's yellow. That is awesome. Now, that's going to be group number
3, 2.
Oh, I was just kidding you. 3, awesome. And let's see, group 3 is made up of Anaya, Michaela, Tyrus, Emmanuel, and Sarah. Group 2, Skyride. Raise your hand for group 2. Hey, Caleb, focus on me for a second. Raise your hand if you're group 2. Okay. Ooh, how do you know? Awesome. If you get confused because I've changed your groups, you can check Matt, Caleb, Layla, and Max and Nollivan will all be back at the what? At the computers. Please, 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 please recognize they're all 5 the same. Should we be racing to a computer?
No.
No. Do we need to worry about whom we're sitting with? No.
Just sit somewhere.
Right. Group 1, you're the word wizards, and this is going to be the most challenging one for you because
Yo-yos.
you will be on your own and you won't have had any help. Okay? So, that being said, my group 1 folks, do you know who you are? I sure hope so. Group 1 is Asher, Nolan, Harper, Annabelle, and Amelia. You got it right? Okay. Now, Here's what I'm going to ask you to do. This is going to be so bizarre because I want everybody to start from the same place. Do me a favor. When I say go, I want you to quietly float to your desks. Get your pencil ready. Get a book ready if you're going to need it for your job number 1 over here. Okay, go ahead and move. Ready to go. Move it on. You can start wherever you want. Basically, small. She's going to get stuff around.
I need to move and position myself.
Do you want to record it on your phone? It's easier. 15. Yeah.
Do you want me to start this one?
Yep. Be awesome. Nope, not right now. You've got a pencil. There are sharpened ones back there. Well, do you remember what it said up there? What about this one? I have Tristan. I have Nana. I have China. And now I have Masataya. All right. All right. So thanks for bringing a pencil and being ready. That's so great. Awesome sauce. So are we ready? Are we ready? Awesome. Today we're going to be working on words that have a long I in it, but that are spelled with a magic E. Okay? So, yes, ma'am. Today we're going to be working on words that have a long I in it, but they use a magic E to say their name. So, for example, you might see this combination in a lot of our words today. Okay? So, now I'm going to say a couple of words. I want you to listen to the sounds that you hear in it. I'm going to say the word. Here it comes. Are you ready? 5. It does. Give me a thumbs up if you hear a long I. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Listen to the sounds in the word 5. They go like this. I've. How many sounds do you hear?
3.
I have a surprise, though. How many letters do you see?
4.
Right. Which one do you not hear?
E.
Awesome sauce. So watch this. I've. 5. What's the word?
5.
Tell me the sounds. What's the word?
5.
Awesome sauce. I'm going to move my markers back. Ready for the next one? Trick question. Tell me the sounds you hear in ride. How many did you hear?
3.
What's the word?
Ride.
Ride. Ride. Perfect. That's right. I'm glad you noticed that it does have the E at the end. Check the word. What letter is this?
Ride.
What's the sound that it makes?
Ride.
What's the word?
Ride.
You're brilliant. You're brilliant. You're brilliant. Here comes the challenge. The last word that we're going to do before I give you your own dimes to work with. Ready? Listen to the sounds you hear in bride. Bride. Now I noticed I heard Satya say something. She said birth. Is that one sound?
No,
Or is it, watch this. I. What's the word?
Ride.
Watch again. Ready, Satya? Here we go. I. What's the word? Check out how it's spelled. Yes. Here it is. Notice the sounds. Ready? Let's sound the word out. Ride. Ride. What's the word? Awesome sauce. Check this out. Here's how we're going to spell these. So as I'm giving you this, go ahead and set your markers on the bottom row of boxes. What are those markers that I've given you to use? Do you notice? Why do you think I used dimes today? They are tiny. That's an excellent reason. Can you think of another reason why? Okay, they could fit in the square. You are learning about money right now. I noticed that. Check this out. I want you to help me spell this word by moving your markers.
Okay.
What's the first sound?
Well, I mean,
Excellent, Satya. Second sound. Good. Watch me. What's the word? Show me. What's the word? Excellent job. Excellent job. Now, we're moving on. Are you ready? It's normal. All right. Are we ready? Moving on. I'm going to give you some challenge words. I think you can do this. I'm feeling pretty confident here, okay? Are you ready? Can you see them? Okay, good. They're not really top secret. All right. What's the word? Sound it out with your markers.
I'm done.
Now, I notice. Tell me your sounds. What's your word? Good. What's yours? Excellent. I see you self-corrected. That's good. Tell me your sounds. What is it? Yep, take a look. So do we hear that one? No, because it's not find. It's fine. That's a really hard listening skill. So do it one more time for me. What's the first sound? I'm still hearing you say d. So repeat it. Good. How many sounds? How many sounds? Excellent. I like it. Fine. Now let me make a suggestion. Can we start over here? Or can we start over here? Yeah, let's try that again. Ready? Excellent job. Now I'm going to want you to try this one on your own. You ready? Okay. You can move your markers, sound it out in your brain. Ooh. So Ty, you go first. Ready? Say it. Excellent. What's the word? Excellent. Yeah, you didn't move your markers. Oh, high five. Way to be creative. Don't poke yourself with your pencil, please. All right, next one. Are you ready? I'm going to try mine. I'm going backwards so that you can see which way I'm going, okay? Ooh, I got mine. Ooh. Throwing money around. Nyla, tell me yours. One more time. What's the whole word? Excellent. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. All right. Most challenging one. Pop quiz first. How many sounds?
Done.
Ooh.
Me too.
Ooh. All right. If everybody's a me too, let's try it. Ready? Good. What's the word?
Right.
You are brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. All right, now I need you to do me a huge favor so that we can move on. I need you to take your card and pass to China, put it right on top. You do that? And then China, I need you to take those cards, put them on top of Satya's. And then Satya, I need you to take your cards and put them on top of Tristan's. And then Tristan, I'll take your stack. Oh, genius. I love it. I love it. I love it. I want more of it. Love it. Love it. Boys and girls, you've got about 7 minutes to continue working on that job, and then we're moving on to the next place. All right, all right. I decided to give you a challenge list. Now, when I give you these words, I want you to just read them to yourself. Don't say them out loud. So read them to yourself, but don't. Thank you for listening. I'll let you discover the words on your own. Take a look at this list. Don't say them out loud. Practice them. Don't say them out loud. Practice them. Don't say them out loud. Okay. Now set your words down. You can send them over. You can send them up. It doesn't matter. Okay? I want you to take a look at my list. I'm going to write a word up here. Sounds that I'm going to write. What's that sound? Excellent.
That's not nice. Everybody does it.
How about that?
Bite. And I got one.
Excellent. So what's your top word?
Bite.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Here's my next word.
Kite.
Say the sounds.
Kite.
Love it. What was this one? What was the sound?
Kite.
I love it. You think you got one more in you? I think so. I think so. I think so. Ooh, this is a tricky one. Ooh, I like it, Satya. Way to be ready.
Shine.
So what's this first sound? I love it. I love it. I love it. What do you notice about the S and the H there? I know we're not talking about that much right now, but what do you notice?
That both of them
High five. Both of them stay together and make one sound. I love that.
put two words together, then it can make one.
That's a compound word. I love that strategy and that skill as well. Well done. Well done. Well done. Oh, I like that. Flip your card so you can see your words. Did you practice? Scratch your brain. Here we go. I am going to point to a word on your list, and you tell me that word. I want you to do two things. I want you to blend it and then say it. So I want you to sound it out, say it out. Ready? Awesome. I love that you separated those. That was awesome. High five. That was the hardest one of all. And you get a high five, and you get a high five, and you get two high fives. Awesome job. Here's the challenge. Are you ready? I'm going to say which number of word I want you to use. And the whole group's going to say the word. Can you do it? So what number do you think this one would be? What number do you think this one would be? Okay, so you get it. I think you get it. Are you ready? Number 2. Love it. Number 4. Oh, number 1. 3. 2. You're making a lot of words with long eyes, aren't you?
Yes.
All right, cool. Cards over. You need a magical tablet of thinkingness. Boys and girls, you have 4 minutes. 4 minutes. If you do not finish, you will be able to come back to it, I promise. Here you go. Are you ready? Here's your challenge on the day. Massive challenge. Spelling does count. I'm just warning you now. So important. Okay. Don't write anything yet. Tell me the sounds you hear in bike. Tell me the sounds you hear in bike.
Bike.
Awesome. I hear bike. I hear how many sounds? 3. You may write that word. Bike. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
All right, tiny.
Ooh, I noticed that you got an extra sound in there, but you've done it together like the SH. This is a CK. In this spelling, we're only going to use the K. Okay? Cool. So correct that. I love it. The rest of you got it. Awesome. And we're moving on. Second word is the challenge. Are you ready? Can you spell the word without telling me the sounds? Mine. Mine. It's mine. Mine. Whoa. 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 I'm impressed. All right. Here's the challenge word. And I use the word challenge as a clue. Challenge word is chime. Chime. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Final test. You ready? Final test. I want you to write this sentence. Listen for the number of words I use in this sentence. Listen to the sentence. Here we go. I can ride a bike. How many words?
5.
I can ride a bike. Please write that sentence. I love that I noticed that you know how to start a sentence. With what kind of letter? Capital letter, thank you. Now, you seem to love the capital B, don't you? Oh, I noticed you know how to tell me the sentence is over. That's awesome. That's awesome. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, no hints, no clues. Next sentence, listen to the number of words. And this is going to be a tricky one. I'm not going to give you any clues. Here it goes. Mike and Spike like kites. Mike and Spike like kites. I'll repeat it again if you need it. Repeat it if you need it. Final minutes, boys and girls. Final minutes. Mike and Spike like kites. I love it. I love it. I love it. Wow. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. That is awesome. Very nice work. All right. The last and final challenge is, can you please write your name on your magical tablet of thinkingness, please? Awesome.
Done.
Thank you. I'll take that. And for that, you get the nice mice. Can you open up the nice mice to the first page of reading that you see? And will you whisper read in there? Should be on page 3, and the pages are a little weird. Yes, I just wanted to make something that would work for us. I love it, whisper reading. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, the challenge is on. Let's everybody turn to page 3. That's where we're starting. Tristan, would you read page 3? Let me wait for everybody to make sure that we're ready. I want you following along. That's okay. Yep, just back to page 3 here. And I want Tristan to read. Final minute, boys and girls. Here we go.
They smiled a lot, and they were
Awesome. Can we flip the page? I'll give you 10 seconds to whisper read on your own. Yeah, you're good right there. That's good. Good. And let's follow along as Nyla reads.
Mike asked Spike to take a trip with him. He wanted to go far and wide. He wanted to go to a nice site. And he wanted to die in fun places.
Wow. All right, whisper read the next page. Boys and girls, start cleaning up the area that you're in and be prepared to move. Okay, Satya, let's take it away. Everybody follow with Satya, please. Awesome job. Wow. And we're going to flip over to the next and final page that we'll whisper read together. 10 seconds. Okay. Are we ready? It's Miss China's turn. Follow along as Miss China reads. Go for it. Quick question. First you said slop, then you said slope. Why is it slope? And it has an O and the what? High five. I'm glad you caught that because it didn't make sense as a slop, did it? Boys and girls, you can close those books. You are going to move with a pencil. You're going to move to the next station. If you're not sure which one that is, check the sign. Okay? All right, friends. You ready? You just leave the books right there. Awesome job. Well, you take a look. What does it say? After me, where do you go? Follow the arrow. All right, friends. 1, 2, 3. Eyes on me.
1, 2. Eyes on you.
I love it. Now, you need to have your own materials taken care of and move to the next station. Group 4 was with me. They're going to go to Fly a Kite. Fly a Kite is going to move to Skyride to the computers. Skyride is going to move to Word Wizard here in the books. And then Word Wizard is going to move with a pencil to come see me at the table. Awesome. That's perfect. That's okay, because I'm just going to slap it all together. Yeah. I don't mind. I forgot the mine was on. That's okay. What Carmen said was, I just want it to be authentic. That wasn't authentic. Thank you, Amelia.
So you don't need any more recording. We're good.
I'll take that. Have a seat, guys.
I'll take you. I'm sitting right here.
What's over here? There's stuff over here for you. I'll show you.
I like to sit in the dorm.
Hi, friends. How are you? Awesome.
I totally know why.
Yes, we are missing a friend. Can you do me a favor and sit? Thanks. It's just so much easier for us to get to work. Okay? Thanks. What's your question? Yes. Yes, you How about that, huh?
We got our old group one that plus hardcore, which I'm very happy about.
Awesome. All right, today we're going to do a little review work on some things that I know that you know that you've done before, at least you've had experience with it before. And I'm going to ask you to help me with some things. We're going to take a look at some words really quickly. Very good. Awesome. Now, the focus on today is going to, Nolan, help me out. The focus on today is going to be looking at the reasons this letter here says its name and why is that? Right, so we're going to be working on long I with a silent E, or the sneaky E, or the magic E, or the whatever you want to call it, E.
I call it E.
Right, just call it an E. All right, awesome. So here's what I want you to do. I'm going to ask you to just whisper read these. In other words, don't read out loud. Read them to yourself without making the extra noise. Thank you, Mr. Hunter. And you are Annabelle. Harper. Now, on what you're doing right now is doing what I asked you to do. Thank you so very much. So you are whisper reading that. You're taking a look at those words. Noticing the spelling pattern is going to be important. Okay? Of course. You should.
I did.
You should.
I
Yeah.
already read them. I read them like 3 times.
So everybody's had an opportunity. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to give you a piece of paper. It's very obviously just a blank piece of paper. Okay. What I want you to do, put your name in the corner of it somewhere. Nice. And here's my challenge for you. Okay, I would like to see if you can create a sentence that uses one of these words, any one of them, and I'm looking for one, correct spelling, and another, I'm looking to see, do you know how to start sentences and end sentences?
I got a sentence.
I'm asking you to do this. I'm not asking you to talk. I'm asking you to write it, okay? Thank you, Noah. All right, so I'm going to give you a moment to work on a sentence using any one of those words, okay?
I don't know. I don't like this Yo-yo.
Same phonetic skill question, different challenge. Did you write your sentence?
Not yet.
Raise your hand if you did not write your sentence.
I'm still going.
Good, keep going.
Um,
We can have a conversation as soon as you're done.
What's a question about the sentence?
Let me ask you the question first. Do you understand the directions? Then do those, and then I'll answer your question. Do those first. Thanks. Ooh, yes. I love it. That's my name. Don't put my name up there. Still my name. I love that you are working so quietly on the back. What was your question?
That. Wait, the cookie.
Okay, then you're gonna have to choose a different one. Do that right away.
There's a blue right there.
Okay, work on it.
It's not very good. Oh, I know. That's all you need.
No, don't worry about that. Yeah. Story 8.
Do I write another sentence?
Perfect. Perfect. So right here. Good. All right, Harper. Read me your sentence out loud, if you would, please.
My question was,
Read me your sentence out loud, please.
my cat bite plus a D at the end.
Biting. That is the past tense version of the word. So, if you would, look back on this list and see if you can choose a sentence that has one of these words in it, written this way. That would be so awesome. We can talk about the word bited in different time. Would you please? Oh, I love it. And I noticed that you have done something here at the beginning and at the end. Those things are important to my writing. Nolan, could you read me your sentence? Nolan, could you read me your sentence?
I like to put slide in a box.
Awesome. I noticed that you have a capital letter here, and I think that's a big bubbly looking period at the end, which is very good. Asher? Ooh, give me the one you'd like to share.
The American flag has 13.
Oh, wow. That is awesome. It's factually accurate as well, and I noticed that you also have the punctuation and the capitalization. You all are kind of geniuses about this. Now, here's my challenge for you. Can you write one more sentence using two of the words? A new one if you've already done it. Go for it. And then we're going to move on. So make it snappy, Pappy. Oh boy, somebody wants in. Don't let them in. Just kidding.
I already know this shit using 2 different.
Oh, that is so awesome, dude.